serving people. I love to compete at the highest level. I love the opportunity to be creative, and all those things are afforded to me here in the industry of network marketing. I just needed to find the right program to do it all over again, bigger, better than ever. So what I love about network marketing, not just the creativity, not just the competitiveness, not just the ability to connect with people and serve, but as a family leader, I love being able to prioritize my children and grandchildren and fit this business in around my career here at CTFO. Many of you are family leaders as well, and that will be one of the most important things that you'll celebrate about your network marketing career. We don't care what color your skin is. We don't care about your religious or political persuasion. We don't care your level of education here in network marketing. We don't care your business prowess. We don't care about your level of skill set. It's an even playing field, a something for everybody opportunity, and we all start at the same place, and we go and we grow together. So I love how even though we're competing against other companies, we're competing against getting the lion's share of taking our value to market. That's kind of network marketing more generally speaking, but tonight I'm here to make my point about why CTFO is bigger and better than other network marketing programs, because absolutely they are not all created the same. For those of you who are brand new to the review process of network marketing, there's more to consider here than being a satisfied customer. Getting a great product experience could and oftentimes should just end at having a great product experience. I need to prove to you the viability of our business model, the chance for you to come in here and apply yourself and make money. The things that we'll talk about today to help prove that point are the history of the company, the background of our owners, our product, our compensation plan, the tools that we have available, the leadership here, training, and last of all, I'll make a point about timing. Let's start with the company, CTFO, Changing the Future Outcome, a 3.5-year-old, privately held, debt-free company that is now international. The majority of our business now being done here in the United States and Canada. We recently opened 5 other foreign countries. Currently, we're on pace to enroll 700 to 1,500 associates a day, with an average being right around 1,000 newbies coming to our program every single day here at CTFO. Our owners are incredible men, Stuart Finger, his brother Steve Finger, and their partner Michael Kahn. These men have very diverse backgrounds, very different in the talents and skill sets that they bring to CTFO, but very much a shared mindset and heart set on building this company right and building it for the long haul. I've taken a lot of opportunities to introduce third-party people to these great gentlemen, and they always carry back the same message. These men are incredible, men of integrity, honesty, they're humble, they're qualified, and they're committed. For those of you who haven't spent a lot of time in the trenches of network marketing, you'll never understand how unique that is to us at CTFO, but certainly you'll understand the importance of quality starts at the top. Next, let's talk about our products. Our flagship product is CBD oil, perhaps the most promising, popular, and researched product anywhere in the world today, currently being studied in more than 450 universities across America. Our CBD oil, flagship oils that were with us since the beginning of our relaunch in January, are our 300, 500, and 750 milligram full spectrum whole plant CBD oils. Recently, just 2 months ago, we added 2 isolates in 500 and 1500 milligram. Our products are available in oils and in lotions, in sprays, in a complete skincare line, pet products, and we even have weight loss products for those of you who are looking to have less of you here in the bikini season of the year. Certainly, we are a product-driven company, and that should be good news to you, because product-driven companies are the ones that make it to the top and stay on top. But for those of you who want more than just great satisfaction from a great product, we have a compensation plan that's absolutely unmatched. Our compensation plan, designed by Stuart Finger, was designed to be a compensation plan where everyone stood the chance to make money. And when I say that, I'll share with you, not everybody will make the same amount of money, but those of you who have failed time and time again in network marketing stand a real chance to win here. For those of us parents who have driven our young adult children through one deal after another, they really can succeed here, ladies and gentlemen, moms and dads. And for those of you who are industry players and have great discernment, you're going to love our compensation plan, and you've never seen or worked anything quite like it. Stuart Finger designed many compensation plans before he designed CTFO's compensation plan, and he says he took the best of everything and put it in one hybrid matrix here at CTFO. Here, there are no legs to balance. So if you've worked a binary and not worked it successfully, you'll be glad to know no matching legs need to happen here. No increasing personal sales volume as you rank advanced here in CTFO. There's absolutely no barriers to entry. And I always like to sit with that and let that sit in for you, ladies and gentlemen. When I say that, what I mean is when you're out prospecting and talking to someone and you don't immediately get their buy-in, but they want the courtesy in the room for private review, you can very easily make the case that they should enroll and seize that opportunity to review in the privacy of their home on a website branded to them, because you don't even need that person's social security number or credit card number in order to give them an awesome website to review, not just the front end with the broad stroke of information that guests get to see, but they can also drill down deep into the information that matters most to them in their back office at a time that works for them. Again, that no barrier entry is golden. Even if you had to ask someone for $20 up front, it causes an interruption. That's a commitment in the eyes of the prospect. You'll love how this opens doors for people, and there's no reason for anyone to ever say no here. There's no front loading of product here. We don't require it in our compensation plan, and it doesn't even make sense. There's no forced auto ships here, ladies and gentlemen, though we suggest you take advantage of the additional 5% discount an auto ship will give you, and the safety net to make sure that a check never passes you by. A $47.47 commitment every month secures your check all the way to the very, very tippy top of our compensation plan. That would be equivalent of our lowest potency 300 milligram CBD oil. On our compensation plan, we pay every week. The pay cycle runs from Monday through Sunday. We pay each Wednesday on the sales that accrued the week before. So those of you who have your backs against the wall and you need to make money like yesterday, well, we can't produce it yesterday, but we can certainly produce it by next Wednesday. And you'll hear a wonderful ding in your email or in a text message letting you know there's money waiting for you, ready to move from your back office right into your bank account. Our compensation plan will pay you in 4 different ways, beginning with a retail profit. We encourage you to mark your products up 30% or whatever your market will bear. That's a sweet little margin that's created for you. And then we move into our second way of getting paid here on our unilevel, a 5-level unilevel that will pay you 20% on level 1 and 4% on levels 2 through 5. A unilevel is designed to give you fast upfront money while your organization grows and your check grows right along with it. The third way you get paid here is a regenerating matrix. In our 3x21 matrix, you'll earn additional overrides, 1% on levels 1 through 5, and 10% additional on levels 6 and 7, and again 1% on levels 8 through 21. Here in the regenerating matrix part of our pay plan are 2 very unique aspects of structuring. One is spillover. For you who may be lower producing agents and it takes a little bit of time for you to get your bearings and your wheels underneath you, get some traction, and start making some real enrollments that have real dollars and cents attached to them. We want to help you, and we're going to do that by spillover from the higher producing associates above you. Their enrollments, that whole volume, will appear in your matrix and you'll be paid on those. For mid-level to higher producing associates, we have something more exciting. You will not get spillover. You're going to get something better called profit sharing positions. This company brilliantly designed profit sharing positions to incentivize you to keep going wide and personally opening doors and bringing them into successful conversions or enrollments. These profit sharing positions are business entities branded in your name that are given to you, beginning with your 4th enrollment here at CTFO, and for every enrollment thereafter. These business entities are slivered into the 3x21 matrix just above your personal enrollment, and it creates the opportunity for you to earn additional incomes without qualifying that business entity. So it creates a unique dynamic where you could and will likely be paid multiple times on a sale that happens deep in your organization. There are a couple aspects of this compensation plan that are so cool, so rich, so unique that they're actually copyrighted to us. The next part of our pay plan is the infinity bonus that is paid out to the top 7 ranks in our commission structure. And that infinity bonus begins to be paid out at a volume as low as $25,000 of personal team volume. By the time you capture all potential infinity bonuses, you're going to be looking at an additional 19% in overrides as you nudge your way into the top gun pool, which will pay out 6% of the commissionable volume of sales happening company-wide. That's a pool I can't wait to be in, and I hope that you look to join me there as well. We have tools here to help you open doors, open minds, and convert people here at CTFO. Those tools today include digital and paper business cards, brochures, buttons. You saw Todd Dalton at the very top of this webinar wearing his button, door hangers, car magnets, banners, digital marketing material. And then tonight we're going to jump right into the Elify Shuffle marketing platform or tool. That's the best you've ever seen. Todd Dalton calls it the Swiss Army marketing tool of our industry. I'm excited to introduce those of you who say yes tonight to the most incredible marketing tool I've ever seen in my 23 years in network marketing. We have training available immediately to those of you who say yes tonight. Every Saturday, per the request of our associates, we give you our best stuff in a live webinar or conference call, training deep on topics that matter most to you. We do it in an intimate forum, and we learn and we grow together. Throughout the week, we do training calls that will suit your style, your schedule, and your very unique needs. We do panelist calls where we have people on board on bridges, where we have by invitation only opportunities to bring your prospects and associates to. And then, of course, your leaders here, Todd, myself, and Klaus Urbanek, and so many others, are happy to do 3 ways with you, a tried and true way of growing an organization. Get up close and personal. It's affordable, it's duplicatable, and we get it done, and we get it done together. And every time, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are new to network marketing, it becomes a learning opportunity so you can take over the reins and get to that fast yes yourself. Leadership that we talked about is here and available to you. The importance of leadership is if you have great leadership, we can help you build smart, we can help you build fast, and certainly we can help you navigate around predictable pitfalls in your going and growing efforts here at CTFO. Timing is of the essence. I always say that in network marketing, you can't outwork or out-talent a bad timing decision into a network marketing program. What could that possibly mean? If you come into a program too early, in all likelihood, you're going to experience hiccups that maybe you can't tolerate. The rough edges, we call it, of the build-out in the launch experience of a network marketing program. Todd Dalton and I, and even Klaus, came in very early in this program, and I can tell you, I'm not sure you'd want to be back where we were, but it's a mighty good place to be where you are today, ladies and gentlemen. The only thing worse than coming in prematurely is coming in late, where the greatest opportunities and the greatest incomes have already been set in stone. Certainly, obviously, that's not the case, being that we just went through our relaunch in January of 2018, bringing our organic CBD products out to the world just beginning this year. When we're talking about the timing issue, to further my point, we're talking about being on a trajectory, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want to be on an upward trajectory? Do you want to be where a company has plateaued out? Or do you want to be on the downward slide? Of course, you want to be on the way up. And we've hit an incredible momentum swing here in CTFO. All of us associates are enjoying an incredible run-up of free advertising throughout media, in print and all over the internet and on the television. Everybody wants to hear the buzz on about CBD and how that'll settle out, and everything is settling out in our favor. So those of us who are brave at heart and in here first, we're going to get the greatest run-up story this industry has ever experienced here. Why? Because we deserve it. Why? Because our product is really changing people's lives, physically, emotionally, and financially. That's a lot of bang for someone's buck in just 1 ounce of magical oil. Also, you'll see a huge trend in people migrating out of conventional medicine that has disappointed them into naturopathic medicine. And what greater natural agent of healing than CBD oil, ladies and gentlemen? I love how Forbes helps further that point I want to make about timing when they say that 76 million baby boomers, half the body of baby boomers, are looking to start a home-based business. Why? Because they've outlived their money. They've spent decades in the workforce, and at the very end of all of those years that have been applied towards a job, building somebody else's dream, at the end of it, they end up without enough money to live that rich retirement they knew they would always have. They like the idea of being connected to people. What better place to connect than in this people helping people industry? They want to make better decisions for their own health and well-being for this latter run in their lifetime, and they like making measurable differences in people's lives. Forbes magazine says it's way more than just the money. It's about being connected. It's about sharing in a purpose and a dream. And then Forbes validates our industry and says these baby boomers are likely to give a resurgence and absolute explosion in network marketing because of the low cost, or in our case, no cost entry, and the ongoing support and training that's available to these people, that they can dream as big as they dare to dream and go after it with a do and get all that they deserve here in a network marketing business. There is no better time, ladies and gentlemen, than now to join forces with CTFO. I hope I've made that case for you. We are changing people's lives, and I've got someone here with me tonight as our very special guest that's going to help make that point. His name is Roland Rascon, and he hails from Denver, Colorado. I met Roland for the first time yesterday, though I've heard a lot about this gentleman prior to our first discussion. So I'm eager to jump in tonight to our interview and introduce you to this gentleman who achieved the rank of a vice president here at CTFO in less than 4 months. I can't wait for him to share with you information and proof of concept on what he's developed that's proven to work. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Roland Rascon to our webinar. Roland, thank you for joining us.
There, can you see me, Janet?
Yes, I can. How are you?
Can you hear me okay?
I can indeed. Thanks so much for being with us, Roland.
Thank you very much, and thank you for that kind introduction. I'm really happy to be here tonight.
It is completely my privilege. I so enjoyed visiting with you yesterday, and I'm so grateful for you imparting what you know has made you successful and made so many other associates on your team successful. So for you to share your secrets with us is much appreciated. So thank you for being with us.
You're welcome.
Let's jump right in. You have an interesting start here at CTFO. How did you stumble into CTFO and begin your career here with us, Roland?
Well, it's kind of interesting because I came across this opportunity on a Craigslist ad. I know that there's a lot of people out there who have also done the same. The difference for me personally was I wasn't looking for an opportunity. I just happened to come across the ad. So there I was studying it and pondering it. I remember it was a weekend, and it really caught my attention. And then it was talking about CBD oil, and I realized I didn't know anything about CBD oil. So the first thing I did was dig into what is CBD oil. I was focusing on researching it. I was watching benefits of CBD oil on YouTube. And then it dawned on me, I realized that this product is for me as well. And what I first caught my attention though was the business opportunity of it, because I am a business kind of guy. So when I saw that pay plan video, I was watching it over and over, and I thought, oh my gosh, I can make a lot of money with this. This looks really good.
Well, that's, I like to say that I'm a very product-driven person, and products usually make me want to consider aligning with the company. But I have to say, in a lot of years, I have to own that I'm really into making really lots of money as well. So I share that with you, Roland. And then I like how you talked about you went to the internet. I've been involved in network marketing programs where I cringed if people told me they were going to go surf the internet and explore my product, because there was at least as much negative on there as there was positive. But weren't you finding in your review that everything lauded the benefits of CBD and just validated this is something you needed to take to town?
Exactly, because then it dawned on me, I realized, wait a second, millions of people every day are taking their multivitamins, they're taking nutrition shakes, and I thought everybody should be taking CBD oil as well. So I remember that was on a Sunday that I was studying it like that. On Monday morning, I woke up, I was looking at it again, I watched the videos, I signed up, and I remember my wife was walking through the living room and I said, you're not going to believe this, but I'm going to try this again. And I say try this again because I had tried a few in the past and it had been a few years, and I said never again, because even though I was able to bring people in, it just seemed to fizzle and die. It wouldn't move forward. But I thought with this one, I could actually work this one.
Yeah, so true. And one of the things that people always describe their time here, Roland, they always use the word easy to describe their career or experience here at CTFO. Has this been pretty easy for you in the last 4 months?
Well, it's kind of funny now that I look back, because I've done so much and there's been so much progress so fast, it's almost like a blur. But I can remember going back to the beginning and I was thinking, I don't know about the word easy, but it is simple. Mm-hmm. All we have to do is share, and we all do that every day anyway. Right. You go to a new restaurant, you like what they have to eat, you're going to recommend that to your friends. Hey, you should try it. I really liked it. I just saw the new movie last night. You should see it. I just came across this business opportunity. You should look at it. I mean, we're all sharing anyway. So I really see this business as everybody who's listening tonight, in fact, everybody who has signed and joined with CTFO can actually be successful with this opportunity. And I truly believe that.
The people that I care most about affecting here, it's everyone. It's our CTFO family, Roland, but most especially my friends and family. And I know you share that same commitment, evidenced by who you invited to the party first. So do you want to take just a minute and share with us what your first solicitation was? Sure. To participate?
So this is how I got started. I was studying it over the weekend. Monday morning, I signed up. By Monday evening, I decided, okay, I'm calling 3 friends and 1 family member, and I called each one. Now, what's interesting is that I didn't tell them what it was about. This is what I said. I have come across something I think we can make a lot of money at. Let's get together tomorrow for lunch. Each one of them agreed. So we got together the next day. They don't even know what I'm going to bring to the table. They don't know what I'm going to talk about. So there we were sitting at a Chinese restaurant. I open up my iPad. We start watching the pay plan video. We're watching the other videos. Guys are, they're bringing up questions. We're coming up with answers. We're thinking, we could do this. And everybody got excited. Some of the guys started signing. How do I sign up? I said, here's my link. They started signing up on their smartphone. I passed them on my iPad to some of them who were signing up. And they all just signed up right there. And we realized quickly after watching the pay plan video a few times that to maximize our commissions, we should be users of the product at only $48 a month. Now, I hadn't tried the product yet. I was on board from the opportunity. That was my excitement level. And so I got in with it. But within the week, my product showed up, so I started taking it. I realized what an awesome company this was. So now I'm fully vested in it. I'm in the whole company. And we agreed that day at that lunch, we would go after everybody we know. And we just started signing up everybody. And I said, okay, guys, let's do this together. No man left behind. And so we're all on board, and all my 4 original guys are still on, and they have pretty large downlines as well now.
That's great. I was going to say you broke bread together, but if you're at a Chinese restaurant, you just flung rice.
It was kind of funny because the waiter kept coming up and we kept saying, we're not ready, we're not ready, we're not ready yet. So an hour.
Get out of here. I want to turn the table.
But no, it was a good time. And I left there all excited. They left excited. We all started just calling people that we know. Everybody starts with their warm market.
Right.
I just reached out to a lot of people I know as well.
One of the things I found, Roland, is really $1 million aspect is getting excited up front, knowing you're on to something really great. But can you keep that fire in your belly in week 3, month 3, year 3. It's the people who get excited and stay excited that really make an incredible amount of money, because they deserve it. And our energy is infectious. Share with our guests and our associates on the line, if you would, Roland. You do a balancing of your marketing portfolio between your very, very successful Craigslist ad and also reaching out to your warm market, your center of influence. So how do you address that balance in your marketing efforts?
Well, we started out reaching out to everybody we know. And, it was a few days later, a week later, whatever, it dawned on me that I had joined from a Craigslist ad. I wonder if others would too. So I tried it. And of course, some people did join from that. So we had another avenue. And I wanted to make sure that anybody who joined from a Craigslist ad got a welcome aboard letter with some training information. And I was reaching out to people. I was answering phone calls. Now people are starting to call. My organization was growing very quickly because tonight we're talking about team building as well. Looking back, I didn't realize that at the time, but I was starting my team by bringing people on board to work with me and all of us together. All of their efforts are my efforts. So their success is my success. So even though someone can make it in this business, even with CTFO, if they can't bring anybody on the warm market, they can still go out to people that they don't know, like neighbors or things like that, to talk to people. It is a little easier if you can find somebody to join you in this effort, because there's power in numbers.
Right.
You're all doing it together, and people find out, well, they're on it or I'm on it, and that kind of thing. Word spreads fast. And so our organization grew really quickly that way. And so here we are a few months later, and of course, I'm still reaching out to warm market. I'm still reaching out to people that said no to me the first week or two. And some of those are now coming on board because they're seeing where this is going.
Yeah, I like how you referenced yesterday you've planted seeds, and some of them are coming to fruition now. People are on their time frame, in their own time and way, saying yes now.
That's exactly right.
Roland, can I get you to really quickly tell our viewers today how you found out you and Liesl were actually going to partner again in another venture? Because this is kind of a funny story.
Yeah. So I was in it a few weeks now, okay? And so I end up checking my email, and there is a notification. Congratulations, Liesl Rascon has joined my team. Well, that's my wife, of course. I just laughed. I didn't even know she was going to join. Well, I came home and I talked to her about that, and she said, well, I want to get on the product. And I thought, if I could buy it at wholesale and you get commission on it, and I thought, genius, just genius. So I've been helping her from then on, working her business, and she's on the phone every day with people. She's talking to people. Now that is not within her comfort zone. So it took a little while for her to get used to that. But she's doing very well with that, and her organization is growing as well.
I think that's great, Roland. I think that industry shows us that husband-wife teams are oftentimes the very top of programs. So I'll even parlay that to you over me. I like how Liesl went from a resistor to an assister, and she's doing great here. You are a great storyteller, Roland. Can you tell us about your story about very early on in your career, how you go on a road trip with some of your coworkers, and then you turn them on to CBD? How did that all come about?
Yeah, that's also one of my buddies, Big John. I reached out to him in the beginning, and he wasn't interested in the product. So then I travel for business, and he does too. That's how we know each other for about 20 years. But nonetheless, we show up at the same job site in Texas. So we're there for a little while. I start talking to him about the products, and I get him to try the product. And now I didn't know at the time, but he doesn't sleep very well. And so he said he gets up at 2 or 3 in the morning, and then, he can't go back to sleep. He struggles with that. So I get him some of the CBD oil. He takes it, goes that night. The next day it comes in. I said, well, how was it? He says, I couldn't get up this morning. I slept through the night. So in a good way, he couldn't get up that morning, and he loved it. So that worked for him.
Yeah.
And it was interesting because there were some other people that are in that area that were working that I also know. Another gentleman by the name of Nelvin. He had the same situation, and I didn't know that. So we give him some. So he goes home and he tries the product. He comes in the next day. This stuff is like bed glue. I could not get out of bed. So it just happened that these two guys, it helped their bodies in that way and that quickly. Okay, for that. So it was
If
good.
we were to blanket address the effect that CBD has on the body for people who are guests and haven't done a lot of research, it tweaks our body into homeostasis best it can, helps us find that balance, bring excesses down and things where we're deficient up. So at everyone it affects a little bit different, but I love how it fills those gaps, Roland, in very measurable and recognizable ways. And here's the cool thing, not eventually, not 90 days down the road, maybe after hundreds of dollars invested, you may get results. It's like sometimes the very first time they put it under their tongue. And that affects that plays to the immediate gratification part of what we're looking for in today's day and age. We don't want things eventually, we want it like now. Tell us the story about your next door neighbor, if you will.
Okay.
How much arm twisting did you have to do?
This was just a few weeks ago. So I'm pulling in the driveway. Our next door neighbor was out front in her yard. So I walked over there. I said, hey, how you doing, Jen? And we just visited for a few minutes. And then I just told her, I said, you know, Lisa and I have started selling CBD oil. Before I could even finish the sentence, she said, I am 100% interested. That's how hard it was to share the product with her. So they are on board now, and I'm helping them build their downline, and they have quite a downline growing now as well. So we just don't know if you reach out and just mention it, just share it. We don't know the people's knowledge of it or anything now. I didn't know anything about it. Of course I do now. But when I approach people like that, they're already all about it. They already know it. They already know they want it. So we can't prejudge. This person won't like it or this person will. Because most people will definitely, we don't know what they're going to do with it. They might just run with it.
That's great. Roland, you've been a wonderful guest today, and thank you so much for committing your time here and sharing your best stuff with us. And thank you so much for being willing to be a pace setter here, to show each one of us on this webinar today what's possible, and hopefully they can see themselves in your great success story. So bless you and bless Liesl, and thank you again for being here with us tonight.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to close out the business briefing portion of tonight's presentation. And thank you for being here with us. And if you're a guest on this webinar, get back to the person who invited you to this platform and say yes to this no cost, no risk opportunity here at CTFO. Get a product for yourself that suits your conditions and fits your budget, and begin to get convicted yourself on the difference, the shift that CBD can make in your world. And then you can begin to imagine the effects and impact it can have on others. We encourage you to get with that person tonight. And if you'll hang on to this webinar with us, we're going to roll into a training where we're going to introduce and then build on the best marketing tool, again, that I've ever seen in the industry. Roland referenced the criticalness of having people to talk to. So this tool will open doors directly or in a passive manner to keep giving you people to propose this product and this rich money-making opportunity to you. I want to take just a minute to tell you that Elify has been the most incredible strategic partner that I could have brought to our team Genesis. They have been incomparable in the level of service that they've provided, the one-on-one attention, locking arms with me and being creative and creating that next step for you, ladies and gentlemen, to help keep you hungry and producing here in CTFO. So it is my privilege this evening to introduce to you our strategic partner and someone who's becoming a friend to me, Emily Drost, out of the Denver, Colorado area, one of the executive team members at Elify. She's going to tell you a little bit about this shuffle card for those who are new to this Swiss Army marketing tool that we're talking about. And then she's going to go into a training talking about follow-up, managing contacts, how to make the most of your Elify platform, contact follow-up management in particular. Emily, welcome to our webinar tonight, and thank you so much. I'm going to turn this webinar over to you.
Hi, thank you so much, Janet, for that wonderful introduction. Roland, I absolutely loved your story this evening. Thank you so much for sharing that with all of us. And I need to get myself some of that bed glue because that sounds just absolutely amazing. But thank you all again for having me. I'm so excited to be here. We've been working hand in hand with Janet and the entire Team Genesis team, Janet, Todd, Klaus especially, to develop content and provide tools and solutions that are going to help you, all really kill it in your CTFO business. Maybe we'll have the next Roland story right here on the call this evening. I would absolutely love that. So who is Elify and who are we? We are a team of entrepreneurs. There's 3 of us on our executive team, and we have come together and we have our goal and our mission is to build products and solutions that are first and foremost simple to use, but most importantly are going to help you in all of your business ventures and really make it simple and easy for you to drive massive revenue in your business and achieve everything that you could hope and dream to achieve. Our executive team, as well as our support team, have been here, and we have lived in your shoes. We are small business owners. We are direct sellers. We are everything in between: coaches, mentors, marketing professionals, and all of that. And truly, everything that we build and develop needs to meet our standards and our needs. At Elify, we offer a suite of solutions, 3 in fact right now, with a roadmap for more by 2020. But right now our initial products, we have Wave, which is a proximity marketing solution, and it works right off of one of these little beacons. Wave is very simple. Proximity marketing, the concept is simple. This little beacon device right here broadcasts messages out to all Android, Bluetooth, and nearby enabled devices within 75 to 100 meters of this device. It's your ad, your digital billboard right there on somebody's phone. Now, why do we talk about somebody's phone? Well, y'all, we all know that phones are dominating the marketplace. I mean, there's even a new clinical diagnosis for cell phone addiction these days. People have their phones with them almost 24/7, and if you're like myself, you even sleep with your phone right next to your bed. So it's always right there for you. That's probably why I need some bed glue. But we know that that is the situation, and that is what we're up against. The sad fact is that less than 1/3 of small businesses actually have a mobile presence. And that's phenomenal to me, that less than 1/3 of small businesses are where their customers are on their mobile devices. And so our solutions are all built around getting your message and getting your brand right on into the hands of your consumers, quite literally. So that's what Wave is. Wave is just a simple broadcasting device. It pushes out a digital billboard or an ad for you to nearby and Bluetooth-enabled Android devices and iOS devices who happen to have one of our Elify suite of solutions downloaded on their device. We also offer OneQR. OneQR is our newest solution, and it's just a simple business card, but so much more. It's a simple business card that takes just a few steps to build, but allows you to create a mobile website for yourself, a mobile landing page for yourself. You can link multiple cards together to create a full web experience, all on a phone, all done from your phone for your consumers' phones in easy, simple to use technology. Now, Janet has asked me to come tonight to talk about our flagship solution, and the one that I absolutely love and adore, the one that saved my business when I was in direct sales and I was drowning. What was I drowning in? I was drowning in Google Forms, follow-ups. I was constantly having to say, I'm so sorry I forgot to follow up when I said I would. I'm so sorry I forgot to do what I said I would do in the timeline that I said I would do it. And I was out there looking for the solution. Income Shuffle. Shuffle is a complete contact relationship management solution with mobile marketing components. Every Shuffle subscription comes with 10 free OneQR cards. Those are those mobile landing pages that I was just telling you about. So with your Shuffle subscription, you're able to organize, maximize your contact relationships, put everything right where you need it to be, while also being able to drive your consumers to a mobile landing page that you have built and controlled and is on brand and on message every time that you need it to be. We all know that the fortune is in the follow-up. I don't need to tell you guys that. You're all well aware. I know that I am well aware. I learned the hard way by stumbling over it early on in my career. But follow-up really truly is the key to success. And it is vital that you become the master of the follow-up in order to be able to achieve your business dreams and your business goals. That's what Shuffle is going to allow you to do. But we all know that the follow-up is truly and ultimately the hardest part. And we've all been there where we've said, hey, I need that personal assistant in my back pocket that's going to tell me exactly when I need to follow up, who I'm following up with, what I'm following up about, and most importantly, when I'm following up. That's what Shuffle is. That's what Shuffle provides you. Wouldn't it be great if we had this solution where we could get all of that on our devices that we all already have in our hands 24/7, it seems, and be able to organize all of our contacts and create a mobile web presence for ourselves, solving the three biggest problems that small businesses are facing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you guys a quick demo and a quick promo of exactly how Shuffle can allow you to schedule a follow-up, organize your contacts, and make you the master of follow-up. I'm going to share my screen real quick here. And bear with me while it connects to my phone. It takes just a moment. So you all should be seeing my phone screen on your screen. And what you're looking at here is Shuffle once you've logged in. And y'all, these are those mobile cards that I was telling you about. These are those mobile landing pages. Let me show you one that we have built specifically for CTFO with Team Genesis's support. And this is exactly what this looks like. This is just a mobile website. It has its own custom URL. You would share this. You can share this URL exactly like you would any other URL. You go to Amazon.com and you share a product that you love from there. You copy and paste that URL and you send it to your friend or post it in Facebook. You can do the exact same thing with these cards here. Simple and easy process, but what's most important is that then it also puts the contact information of your contact at your fingertips. You click the phone button, and it's going to pull up that contact to call. You do the same thing with the email, and it's going to generate an email for you. So this is vital for your success as a distributor. When you're talking with your customers, to be able to not only put your products in the hands of your customers, your brand in the hands of your customers, but also your contact information in the hands of your customers. So I'm going to head back over to Shuffle, and I want to show you exactly what I mean by being able to master the art of follow-up. Shuffle has a complete CRM built right into the application. And within that CRM, you're able to organize and manage simply and efficiently your contacts to make your business easier and run more smoothly. You can see here that I've opened up this very first contact, and I have their phone number, I have their email address, all at the tap of a finger. All I have to do is tap, and I'm presented with the opportunity to call or text this individual. I can send them an email just doing the exact same thing. I can copy their business card. If they haven't gotten on board the digital card, and they have an old paper card that they're walking around with in their wallet, if they have one on hand, which I don't know about you, I was great at ordering business cards. I was horrible at always having them with me. Now with Shuffle, I don't ever have to worry about that, but some people out there still do, so you can take a copy of that and plug it right into your phone. You can keep additional information on your contacts, and this is where this is going to separate you from those who are not the masters of the follow-up. Being able to keep the information at your fingertips about your contacts that is most pertinent is going to make you look like a superstar when you reach back out to Lizzie 6 months later and you remember that her favorite color is purple, or you remember that she has 4 kids. And you can generate this content anytime you need to. But let's go ahead and let's look at this follow-up reminder feature. So the very first thing is I'm having a meeting with Lizzie, and let's imagine that we've been sitting and we've been chatting and we've been sitting in our local Starbucks and having a great conversation. And Lizzie says, you know, now's not really the time for me to pursue this CTFO business, but could you please follow up with me in 2 weeks once we come back from vacation, and I would love to hear more about this. Okay, great, Lizzie, that's not a problem. You shake hands, you say goodbye. You pull out your phone, and the very first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna leave a note for yourself. And this note might be meeting with Lizzie at Starbucks. You had this great meeting, follow up in 2 weeks after fab trip to Hawaii to discuss sponsorship. Done. I could even attach a photo of my handwritten notes if I had taken them during the meeting and have it all right here in one place. I'm going to hit submit. I'm going to save it. And look at this. I now have a running tally of all of my interactions that I have ever had with Lizzie. I can go back at any point in time and look at them, review my notes, and make sure that I am up to date on all of the current Lizzie happenings in my life. So I leave that note so I know what I'm following up about. I have now covered the what of my follow-up. Okay, so what about the when? This is going to cover the when and the who. So here I am, and I say, okay, 2 weeks from today, no problem. I'm going to come in here, I'm going to hit 2 weeks. 2 weeks from right now, because right now I just left my meeting with her. Done. And I have scheduled a meeting so that I'm following up with Lizzie 2 weeks from today. And here's the thing. I'm now going to get a notification on my phone. A pop-up is going to come up on my phone screen 2 weeks from today. In 13 days and 21 hours, a pop-up is going to come up on my screen, and it is going to say, follow up with Lizzie. And I'm going to open that up, and I'm going to say, okay, I have to follow up with Lizzie, but what am I following up with her about? I'm going to come back here to my notes. Oh, here we go. Here was my latest conversation with Lizzie. Oh, this is what I'm following up with her about. So I have now covered the who, the when, and the what, all within one application and with just a couple of clicks. It didn't take me much time at all, but it made me look like a rock star when I followed up with Lizzie exactly 2 weeks from today, and I remembered that we talked about in Starbucks that she had that fab trip to Hawaii, so I could say to her, how was your trip to Hawaii? All right, let's talk about business now. That right there is the difference between master and novice. Become the master of the follow-up. So let's say now that I have all of these amazing people that I have been talking with, that I have been communicating with, and I have now developed this wonderful team with CTFO, and I am now a VP, I am an executive at CTFO, and I have this entire team with me in this entire downline. Okay, so what am I going to do? I need to be able to organize all of those contacts into one place. And I need to be able to pull them up and see, okay, this is who's on my team. This is who's this contact. This is where they fit into my organization structure in my life. I can do that very quickly and easily with tags. And tags within Shuffle are going to allow you to group those individuals so that you can recall exactly who belongs in that group at any point in time with a couple of clicks. Okay, so she was once a customer, but you know what? I'm going to create a new tag for Lizzie because now she is a CTFO team member. Woohoo, go Lizzie. I'm going to hit submit. I've got that CTFO team member right there, that tag. So that's great. When I open up her card or her contact card, I see that she's a CTFO team member, but I don't want to have to go through and tap on every individual card to find all my CTFO team members. Wouldn't it be great if all of this was organized for me? It would be. You can come up here to tags and you can see all of the different groups that you have and the different ways that you have your contacts organized. An organized contact management tool is going to allow you to stay on top of your game and make sure that you're communicating with the right people, with the right message at the right time every time. So I have my CTFO team. Oh, and look at that. Here's Lizzie. But let's look at some of our other tags. I have all of my customers, and here's a list of all of my customers. The great tool that Shuffle is going to allow me to do, if they're all Shuffle users, I can send a message to all of them right here in the application, and they're going to receive that. This is vital if you're a team member, if you're building a team, if you have a network of individuals that you are responsible for, you're a manager, you're a leader of any sort of kind. If you can get your team on Shuffle as well, you can utilize this as a team building tool because you're able to stay in contact, keep your contacts organized, and keep them all right at your fingertips. But let's go ahead, and I want to show you one more thing. I really think that this is incredibly important. So you have all of your follow-up reminders, you have your notes. We talked a little bit about Chatter. Chatter is going to allow you to stay in contact with your team and with these individuals right here in the app. If they're another Shuffle user, you can have communication with them right here in the application. You can share contact information with other team members right here in the application. And you can all be on the same page the same time. But what I really love is that I can also come in here and I can look at the activity that I have had with my particular contact. And I can see a running tally of, okay, I shared my business card with him. Oh, look, and he viewed my business card. I added a recurring order note to this contact. I scheduled a follow-up. I completed a follow-up. And I have this running organization structure right here that is just bringing me that much more information and that much value to the relationships that I've built and that I've developed over time. I can mark my follow-up reminders complete when I've done them, and then I can move on with my life. I reach out, I make those contacts. It's important to spend a little bit of time to leave those notes, schedule these follow-ups, because you will see that your business succeeds and grows beyond your wildest expectations when you're able to master the art of follow-up and maintain an organized contact structure. So that was all that I had this evening. Janet, was there anything else that you would like me to cover this evening on the Shuffle platform? I know we have a few more minutes.
If you could address, if you would, Emily, that was a great job. And I think I was really in awe of that feature where you can take a picture of your scribble and have it as part of your note section, because I forever find myself doing, I guess, what other people don't do so often anymore. I scribble notes, so I love the fact I don't have to re-enter them in. There's all kinds of things. I'm just forever wowed with this tool. How do you import a number of contacts at once? Let's say that we are importing a list, or perhaps we do a health expo and we've gathered a lot of leads. Can you show us how to do things more in masses if we're moving lots of numbers through that follow-up funnel?
Sure. So the easiest way to do a mass import would actually be from your desktop device. And I don't have that open to share publicly right now. I don't have a file to practice that with, but you would actually do that through your desktop, and you can sync with your Google Contacts right now. What's coming down the road is the ability to import truthfully from every feature. You also saw up here that you can export your contacts, and this would allow you to export your contacts and upload that information into any other third-party tool that you may be utilizing that Shuffle doesn't already play nice with. So you could export your contacts and send those over to MailChimp. You could export your contacts and put those into any one of those other marketing programs that you might be utilizing. So our import features are currently limited to just your Google Contacts, and you would do that through the desktop version of the application, but then also right here through the Export Contacts feature.
Outstanding. And then, Emily, before we let you go and wrap, do you want to let everybody on the line be first to know what you're going to introduce on Friday, no later than Monday, and kind of let them know what's coming? It's a little bit like opening the Christmas package and just taking a peek inside. Share with us, because we're here first, what's coming down the turnpike.
I would love to. So you all see this card here. Y'all, your team leaders on Team Genesis, not only are they incredibly generous with their time and their energy, but they are incredibly talented and just they wow me with their marketing smarts every single day. I talk to Todd on the regular, and every time that I talk with him, I hear about some wonderful new fantastic program or material that he is putting out there. One of the things that your Team Genesis leaders are providing to you are these custom content cards. This card here, this is a custom CTFO card, and this was built just for you for Team Genesis, and they were generous and kind enough to open this up to all CTFO users. But in addition to that, coming this week, we have our very first CTFO product card, and it's going to highlight the health products that CTFO offers. And it's going to be available to you all first, being Team Genesis members. You're going to be able to download, utilize it. You will not only have access to this CTFO card, this generic brand card that we have here, you're going to have your health product card, and then you also have your CTFO Quick Start card, which is just incredibly helpful in getting you off on the right foot when you first join CTFO and decide to be an associate. In addition to that, coming soon over the next couple of weeks are going to be additional product-focused cards that you're going to be able to add to your Shuffle subscription, download, have access to, customize them to you. It'll be all of your personal information down here. It'll drive to all of your associate signups, and those are all going to be coming in the future weeks. We're going to be having anti-aging products, a nutrition card, and a pet card. And those will all be rolling out. I've said it once, but I cannot say it enough. Janet, Todd, and Klaus have just been so generous with their time and their energy that they've been putting into this. And because of that, we are just able to develop these beautiful, stunning cards that truly speak volumes about the CTFO product and put your brand out there in the brightest light.
Great, Emily. Thank you so much for making us look good and operate at the highest level to be real gleaming professionals out in the marketplace and differentiate ourselves from a sea of sameness. So thank you so much for being great partners with us here and continuing to provide us with what's next in order to grow our CTFO business and push the limits of what's possible here. We're going to close out our time here, ladies and gentlemen, and we've kept you for quite some time this evening, but we want to thank you so much for your commitment to hang in there with us. We know we're right time, right place. We know we have a right partnership here with Elify and the Shuffle card. Get back with the person who invited you here tonight. Let us know how we can support you in getting what you desire and what you deserve here at CTFO. Let's do it together, ladies and gentlemen. See you at the top.